Alright, welcome to this very first lecture of Arduino tutorials. So the first thing we need to do is to download the software for this Arduino to execute and to debug our code and send it to Arduino. So come to this website arduino.cc and come to this option software, and here you can see downloads. Click on downloads, and when you scroll down there are options. Operating system, there are options. So I use Windows 10, so I have to click on this, and whatever the operating system you use, you can click on that. Alright, let's click on this and we'll see what happens. So in this page it says you can contribute and download or just download. So I'm not going to contribute because I don't have any money. I'll just click on just download and it will start downloading. So okay, I will cancel this because I already have downloaded. So it has to come to your downloads. Then you have to click on this executable file, and because I have already installed, I won't, but it will say just next and install. That easy, there's no such complicated thing. Okay, so I'll open this on Arduino IDE. Oh, when you open it, it is a new sketch. Okay, you see two parts here, void setup and void loop. These are comments, so it means they don't have any effect on the code. How can you know that this is a comment? If there are two slashes like this in the beginning of some code, it means that it is not executed as code, it is just comment. So also it is color turns out to be a little bit gray, so it is not compiled when you press the compile button. So I will just delete them. So in void setup, you just write some code that you want this code to be executed just once in the beginning of the program. But in void loop here, it is a loop, you know. The code that you are going to write here will be executed, and then it will come to the beginning of the code and execute it again and again and again repeatedly. So that's the difference between void setup and void loop. So what we use these two for? So in void setup, we just write, for instance, make this pin input, make this pin output. For instance, make the pin number 5 input. And then in the void loop we just say, hey, just take the value of the pin number 5 and send it to pin number 6, for instance, or just, for instance, get the temperature of the room with pin number 5. You have connected a temperature sensor in the pin number 5, and you get this, and in the loop you say take this information and according to information, if it was, for instance, 20 degrees, make it turn on the radiator or something like that. You can write in the loop, so it will just repeatedly go and check if the temperature is below 20 or no, and if it is below 20 it will just turn on the radiator. So that's like this. So I want to show you some buttons here. There is verify button, so it just compiles the code and looks if there was any error in your code. For instance, I will compile an empty sketch right now, but if I had, for instance, after finishing this compile, I will see. So it says done compiling. So I will write some code here. You don't have to know this right now, but if you know, no problem. So I will make an integer x and I will make it equal to 0, and when I verify this, it will say don't compile. But what if I miss this uh, just one thing here? Then I will try to verify, and it will say yeah, it expects this, so it can't run. There's a problem. So I'll put it again, and yeah, there is no problem. There shouldn't be any problem right now. Yeah, it says there's no problem. And this button here uploads whatever you wrote here. So if the code was right, there wasn't any errors, it will just upload it to the Arduino, the physical Arduino that you have connected to your computer. So I'll try to upload my code right now. It will say there's a problem because there is no device called this COM3 or something in the computer. It is not connected. So because I didn't connect my Arduino right now, if I have connected, there wasn't any problem and it will just upload. But because I didn't upload, it won't. And the good thing here is it shows you the reason why it couldn't do, or what's wrong with your code or physical stuff. Anyway, so we can upload right now, but there are some things that I want to show you here, like examples. Let's go to basics and blink. There are lots of examples here and you can check them if you want. For instance, I will show you here how this void setup and void loop works. You don't have to understand this right now, but it is easy, I think. These are just comments. In void setup, it says let's make this let built-in pin, which is number 13. Let's make this pin output because we will just turn on and turn off this LED. So we make it output in the setup just once, and when we come to the loop, we just write digital write this high means 5 volt and low means 0 volt. Okay, we make it high and low, so let's make it high and wait for 1000 milliseconds, which means 1 second, and let's make it low and wait another 1 second, and then it just goes back and to the beginning of the loop. So loop, it does, if you just upload this code into your Arduino, it will just blink the LED in every 1 second, and it will continue forever unless it will be broken or the battery will finish or something, but it will theoretically continue forever. So that's like this, and it was the introduction kind of lecture for the beginning. I will tell you all about these pin modes, digital write, digital read, and all stuff, and everything will be step by step. So see you in the next video.